All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out the Rich CELENZA show. So, what I'm going to talk about today is combining fashion with your physique or with your body in general. And the reason I want to bring this up is because I don't think a lot of people really realize how important it is to a certain degree to not only find the clothes that fit you correctly, but also have the body to pull it off. Now, I'm not here to make fun of anybody regarding their weight. I don't care if you're thin, you're fat, whatever the case may be. All right? I get it. I've been all of these things, up and down, over and out. But I am definitely someone who's going to tell you the truth that a lot of times your clothes may not be looking good on you is because of your body. All right? I'm just going to tell you. And a lot of times what I talk about is what I call working from the outside in. I try to help people kind of with their identity, their wardrobe, their fitness, their hygiene, and things in that nature. And I take an honest approach because I think a lot of people out there, and I've worked in these environments, think that if you spend a tremendous amount of money on clothes, especially high fashion, that you're going to look great in them, which I'm not saying you're not going to look good in them, okay? If you're overweight, too thin, or whatever. But if you are in good shape or in decent shape, it's going to look a lot better. Now, you may sit here and think that I'm shaming or whatever the hell. It's nothing like that. And here's the deal. I want everybody to be comfortable in their own skin, and I want people to be whatever the weight you want to be at. But I do want you to know, and I just think it's just realistic. I can't even say realistic. I just personally think when you're in better shape, clothes look a lot better on you. It doesn't even have to be, high level or high fashion. I talk a lot of times that clothes have to be tailored on you, which, that doesn't mean tailor-made. That means finding clothes that fit you correctly or really well, and then having them maybe even tailored to look really good on you. But I am also here to tell you that if you're extremely overweight, or maybe you're extremely, you may be very, very thin, that if you're very thin, putting on some weight, maybe some muscle, and then getting some clothes that fit you correctly, I personally, again, think you're going to look better. Same with if you're overweight. Again, losing some weight first before even investing in a lot of luxury clothes or even just in fashion in general. And the reason I say this, honestly, is not to hurt anybody's feelings for what weight they're at now. I also do it because I want people to be as healthy as possible. And I use a lot of times clothing as a meter to kind of figure out, wow, I am overweight, because I don't think a lot of people look at things that way. I think a lot of times I could just express my friends. A lot of them keep gaining weight, men and women. They keep buying a bigger size in clothes, and they keep buying nice clothes. And I think a lot of people compliment them on their clothing, and they look, in their opinion, pretty good. And I'm not saying they look bad. But I do think you have to take a realistic approach and say, where am I going to be in the future if I keep going up? If I'm a 34-inch waist, then I'm a 36, then I'm a 38. Now, same with a sport coat, a 46, then I'm a 48, then I'm a 54. You really have to pay attention. Your clothes are almost talking to you and saying, listen, we're gaining a lot of weight here, and this isn't good. Right? I'm just telling you. Now, if you're gaining weight and you're in the, bodybuilding or things in that nature, or powerlifting, and you're getting big, and that's a whole different thing. I'm just saying, I'm talking about a lot of people that either get too heavy, or I think a lot of people, we don't talk about this a lot of times, get too thin and almost malnutrition. I really believe this. And, I just wanted to do a podcast on this subject because I don't think a lot of people touch upon this. I remember when I was even working at Neiman Marcus, which that company I love very much. But one of the things that worked well for me was I honestly would tell people exactly kind of the opposite of what a lot of other sales associates or even our managers was saying to clients or people coming in, men and women, because a lot of times, I'll be honest with you, you come in to a store, you start looking at clothing or trying it on, you may be well overweight, maybe thin or whatever the case may be. And, you're trying clothes on and people are telling you, oh my God, that looks amazing on you. Yeah, the clothes may look amazing. That doesn't mean the clothes themselves look amazing on you. A lot of times clothes just make you, may also make you look very heavy, or may make you look short, may make you look your body out of proportion, let's just say. I used to be one of the first people, and I learned this actually with my fellow associates. Truthfully, I worked with a lot of gay guys. And a lot of times one gay guy would say to another, oh my God, when they would try different clothes on, you look amazing, you look great. And I'd say, no, actually, you don't look, you're too heavy to wear that. That doesn't look good on you. And at first they were offended, like, Rich, how dare you say this to me? But what was interesting, after time, they would come to me the most. They're like, Rich, you actually tell me the truth. Even clients, Rich, you're kind of telling me the truth. I didn't say that to hurt them, but I'm like, look at the pants, look at how they look on you. If you know what I mean, I would literally say to them, let's try to get you into better shape if they were close friends of mine or, not clients, but even fellow associates or people that I work with, even helping them with whatever the hell when it comes to fashion is saying, look at yourself. Not only when you stand, look at yourself when you sit down. I'd literally go into a dressing room and say, sit down, look at yourself in the mirror. Or I would take a picture, even though back then they were like razor phones, but you could still kind of take a picture. Or I'd say, go home, sit down, take a picture. I don't care if you're wearing a beautiful Armani suit or a Brioni shirt or whatever. Don't get me wrong. You may look good. I'm not saying you look bad, but I'm just telling you a lot of times being fit or in better shape, you're going to look exceptional, I believe. Now, you may argue at me and say, that's bullshit. I look good when I'm heavy or thin or whatever the case may be. Hey, listen, we all have our own opinions, but I definitely do think, regardless if it's low-level clothes, mid-level, or high-level, the better shape you are in to a certain degree, that doesn't mean you have to be I definitely don't want you to necessarily say you got to be a bodybuilder, because a lot of times those are very hard clothes you basically got to get them tailor-made. But just being in a little better shape along with having your body proportioned. I'm just telling you, a lot of guys I see, very big, maybe upper bodies, very small legs, and then when you have a tailored suit or even wearing clothes in general, you may look a little top heavy, which may look a little weird. Also, a lot of people, and I see this with women a lot too, doing a lot of ass, or their legs are very big and their upper body and their arms are very scrawny. Again, we want to be proportioned, okay? That's just my 2 cents. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things on anti-aging. I call it the anti-aging experience. And one of the reasons I bring this up is because I want to really start taking an honest approach. If you want to look more youthful or look better, in my opinion, and maybe your own, maybe you disagree, but if you do agree with me and think that clothes look better when you're in better shape, then you got to really start taking an honest approach with yourself and others. All right? And that's going to be one of the things I'll be going through. Any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm at richchalenza.com. I'm also at rich@richchalenza.com if you want to email me. And I wish everyone nothing but the best. Take care.